What's up, my peeps? Time for a brand new episode of WWE Mayhem, and first things first, the Icons event is here, and it's back to giving us Icons loot case keys. So I think that's the way it should be. Prior to this, it was giving us premium keys. Prior to that, it was giving us Icons keys. Prior to that, it was premium keys. So now it's back to Icons keys, which is the way it should be. I mean, it's called the Icons event. And as far as the rewards go, or the number of rewards, I think they're pretty decent. It's a 3- and 4-star event this week, and we're getting on Superstar 800 Icons keys. Now, yes, the Icons loot case requires 2,500 keys, but 800 is a good amount. And we get 50 4-star keys and 150 3-star keys. Really the big portion of these rewards, or the best part if you ask me, is the 50 4-star keys and 800 Icons keys. On normal, you're getting 600 Icons keys, and on beginner, 400. So in total, you're getting 1,800 keys, which is a pretty significant amount. Which, let's say you don't have any keys at all towards the Icons loot case at the moment, you would only need 700 more Icons keys to open up that loot case. So basically, you need 2 Icons event to get the loot case. Although I'm pretty sure a bunch of you already have some keys towards the loot case anyway, so you'd need less than 700. And as far as the loot case goes and the rewards in them, it's pretty much all legendary superstars. So if that's what you're missing, you know, a strong legendary superstar, it's a good loot case, assuming you get an actual strong superstar out of it. I don't know the drop rates of the Icons keys, but I'm assuming it's better than the premium loot case for the simple fact that it does, you know, cost more keys to get it. And also, Daniel Bryan is in there. Daniel Bryan at the moment is considered a, part of the legendary roster in Mayhem, but as we all know, Daniel Bryan is now back on the full-time roster. He's on the SmackDown brand, just like any other SmackDown superstar. For some reason, when the last update came out, he was put in the legendary roster, or he stayed in the legendary roster instead of being put on SmackDown. With the upcoming update that I'm going to talk about in just a few moments, with a Backlash update, I don't know if Daniel Bryan is still going to be in this loot case. I mean, I feel he shouldn't be, for the simple fact that he's a SmackDown superstar, so I feel he should be a part of the SmackDown roster in Mayhem, just like he is on WWE TV. Also, what's interesting, which I didn't notice when the last update came out, is that Kane is now part of the Raw brand in Mayhem. He's considered a legendary superstar, so you can't use him in, events that require just Raw superstars. And with him recently winning the votes, I know there's some votes in August as well, so it's not like official that he's gonna be the mayor, but chances are he is. Yeah, that might be the proper category for Kane. Oh, and by the way, one last thing. When I say a superstar like Daniel Bryan should be part of the legendary roster in Mayhem, that doesn't mean that I think less of that superstar, because I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan. It's just that I think it should reflect what goes on TV. It should be accurate to what we see on TV. And what we see on TV, Daniel Bryan part of the SmackDown roster, being a SmackDown superstar just like Shinsuke, AJ Styles, Ty Dillinger, and any other SmackDown superstar. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Alright, anyways, moving on from Icons Legends, let's talk about this brand new update. So, a couple episodes ago, I was like, alright, it's no secret, the next event is definitely going to be Backlash, because that's the next pay-per-view. And I also said that there's a good chance we get an update, because we've pretty much gotten an update for every single other pay-per-view. Initially, when we get these updates prior to these big events, I thought it would just be for the big events, the big 4 pay-per-views, Survivor Series, the Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam. But we actually got one for the Elimination Chamber, which made perfect sense since they were introducing the Elimination Chamber match into Mayhem. We got one, of course, for the Rumble, which makes sense. The Rumble is one of the bigger pay-per-views. They're also introducing the brand new Rumble match, and WrestleMania, of course, the biggest show of the year, so it makes perfect sense. And then we also got one for Fastlane. Well, of course, the Fastlane one came before WrestleMania, but you get the point. We got an update for a pay-per-view that's not considered to be part of the big 4 pay-per-views that the WWE puts on. So we're pretty much getting these updates prior to every single pay-per-view. So of course in that video I was like, hey, there's a good chance that Backlash also gets an update then. And then they announced Backlash, with the event schedule and such, but they didn't talk about an update. They just said that we would get the Backlash, events on the weekend. So I was like, oh, maybe there won't be an update this time around. But no, actually, we're getting an update. They announced it today. Update 7.0 hits a few hours before the scheduled start of the event. Make sure you're ready to bring on the mayhem. So it's confirmed. We're getting a Backlash update, and along with that, they posted up a Backlash poster with the character models in the game. Now, they also posted up another status just saying Backlash is going to be fire, prepare to bring on the mayhem this weekend with the same poster. But what I want to go over here is that they created a Backlash event on Facebook, an event page. And when you go to that page, they actually posted up a poll asking us, what are you most looking forward to from the Backlash updates? With a bunch of options. Option number 1 is Add Alliance Mode. Number 2, Charge Attacks Blockable. 3, Superstar Entrance plus Music. 4, Revamp the Story Mode with different titles. 5, Remove Parry. 6, NXT Superstars. 7, 205 Live Superstars. So, alright, right off the bat, when I'm looking at this, and they're definitely paying attention to what the people are saying, to what the people are complaining about, because you've got both Charge Attacks Blockable in there and Remove Parry. 2 things that people have complained about a lot since the last update. And also, they're definitely aware that people want Alliance Mode. Out of everything being requested, that has to be the top request. I mean, I don't even need to look, I'm looking at the poll results, but I didn't need to look at this to know that a poll like this, Alliance Mode will likely be the winner. If it's not the winner, it would be in second spot because so many people want Alliance Mode, myself included. So as far as the results go, of course, Alliance Mode won. That got the most votes. People want to see Alliance Mode. And what got the second most votes was to make Charge Attacks blockable once again. So, as far as this poll goes, I don't think this is what we're gonna see in the Backlash update. I don't think that, they're doing this poll and you vote and whatever wins, they're quickly going to put that into the Backlash update because that's really short notice. I've said this before, I'll say it again right now. Something like Alliance Mode, I think they'll hype it up, they'll announce it prior to bringing it into the game. I don't think that you're just going to get an update and hey, all of a sudden, oh, Alliance Mode is there. I didn't know they were going to bring it out in this update. No, they'll announce it. It's something that people have been waiting for a while, so I'm sure that it's going to be announced, it's going to be hyped up, maybe a video, maybe a teaser or a trailer or whatever for Alliance Mode before it actually comes out. But yeah, it's nice to see these options right here because, a bunch of these, like, these are complaints that people have. The Charge Attacks, the parry, and of course NXT Superstars, people have requested for that. Although that actually didn't get too many votes. It got more votes than 2 Alive Superstars, but it's not, up there. Speaking of 2 Alive Superstars though, now that I think about it, I'd love to see Cedric Alexander in the game just to see the lumbar check and how it would look in Mayhem. Lumbar check is one of my favorite finishers, and I think it'll look cool in a game like Mayhem where things are a bit exaggerated. Now, what is a bit surprising in this poll is that the women's division is not one of the options, and if I remember correctly, it's like one of the most requested features that they get. Anyways, for anybody expecting all of this to be in the Backlash update, I would lower your expectations. There's a good chance that this is just, a way to get some feedback, to see what really the people wants, and not a, hey, you want this, you want this, you want this, alright, we're putting all of this in the Backlash update. Nah. Chances are the Backlash update is already done, and they've likely already submitted it to Android and iOS, and that all we're waiting for is for the App Store and the Google Play Store to approve of the update so it can be in the store and we can, download it or update the game. Anyways, pull aside, they're being really quiet about this update in terms of what's new. But if you guys remember, a while back, they did say that they'd be adding in brand new superstars with every single update. So, which new superstars could we be seeing with the Backlash update? I think the one superstar that makes the most sense here, aside from the women's division, because that's something pretty big, I think they'd announce something like that. The one superstar that I think makes the most sense is the one superstar that's actually on the Backlash card, but not in the game currently, and that is Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is on the card. He's teaming up with Braun Strowman. on the poster that they posted up, they've got Braun Strowman and he's teaming up with Lashley, so it would make perfect sense to have Lashley in the brand new update, add him into the game as a Raw superstar. I think that'd be great. I think everybody would like that. Only thing is though, since he'd likely be a powerhouse, he'd likely have the slow strikes. What'd be great is if we get a powerhouse Bobby Lashley with the quick strikes. I mean, Lashley, yes, he's a powerhouse, he's a big dude, but he's a quick and, agile dude as well, so it'd be great to have another powerhouse with some quick strikes aside from just Roman Reigns and the powerhouse Undertakers. Some other superstars that I think would make sense would be the tag team champions, the SmackDown tag team champions to be, specific here, because they've got the Raw tag team champions, Matt and Bray Wyatt in there, but they're missing, some other champions, the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and I've seen a bunch of people also request them. Now, one last thing, and this might be a hint towards a move that we could possibly see finally being added into the game. When they first posted up the Backlash poster, under that status, somebody commented saying, hey, will you guys finally add the curb stomp and also the bro kick and angle lock? And out of all the comments under that status, that was the only comment that the Mayhem page loved. Maybe that is an indication that we're finally getting the curb stomp in the Backlash update, but of course the only way to find out is once the update comes out, we can go ahead and see for ourselves if the move is in there. He's still got the pedigree, which, he stopped using a long time ago, and out of all the moves that people have asked for, the stomp has to be up there, if not the top one. And with that, that's pretty much it for this episode of Mayhem. In the comments section, if you guys had the choice to choose one brand new superstar and one brand new move to add into this Backlash update, just one superstar and one brand new move, which superstar would that be and what move would that be? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.